fuck it. No shit been sitting there for 2 weeks. Nobody doing nothing with it. So we did the old boy song. Then after that, we went back to Ohio. Now, mind you, while all this is going on, I motherfucking took my money that Dame gave me. Dame gave me a little paper for songwriting for wasn't nothing crazy. But I took it and went to Ohio because I went to open up a club out there. Get it? I had a club. So, Luke Albrazi again. Before I go to Ohio, I want to tell you what happened. Luke Albrazi introduced me to a guy named Milk. And this is on 145th Street and Broadway. He like, yo, Kim, I got IBS and so does he. And he's like, yo, you and him got the same stomach problems. Y'all niggas should get together. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all niggas should fuck around. And I'm like, all right, let me know, because we was just vibing off our stomach pain. So when he gave me his number, I seen the 614 area code. And I'm like, yo, you live in Columbus? And he was like, yeah, I'm from the Bronx, but I stay out Columbus. And I'm like, hey, yo, man, I've been hearing some shit about Columbus, yada, 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 yada. Yo, I want to come out there and fuck with you. Because I was going to Chicago at this time anyway. I had a girl I used to mess with out there, and I had a friend out there that I used to just take 2 pounds to him, and he motherfucking flip it, and then give me like $3,000-$4,000 to take care of my shit for the month. And I had a shorty I was fucking with out there, and so Columbus is on the way to Chicago. So I went to Columbus. The nigga Milk, he got a crew of niggas, about 15, 20 niggas. And he was like, yo, you can eat out here, my nigga. The club scene is dope. It's a bunch of different stores we can open. We can get a restaurant. We can do that. I'm like, yeah, bet, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? So I went out there, and I was like, I'm going to open up a club. So I went out there and opened up a club. I took Jewels with me, and I took Freaky Zeke with me. Jim didn't want to go. Jim wanted to stay in New York. He didn't want to go out there to get to the money. Nothing, and I can't blame him because it wasn't a guarantee, but the shit turned out lovely. The shit turned out to be something crazy, you know what I'm saying? Freaky Zeke fucking ran that motherfucking club like he was fucking Sugar Ray in Harlem Nights, man. You know what I'm saying? Rather, he was quick, I was Sugar Ray. But the way that nigga ran that motherfucking club in Columbus, Ohio, we got rich. So now, it's like, yo, the rap shit is cool, but yo, nigga, fuck that shit now. Now we got rich off the club. So I'm like, fuck this shit. So now I got time to do the Diplomat shit. So now I'm on Rockefeller, but I'm forming the Diplomats already formed. So I'm like, yo, we on everybody mixtape. Back then, it was like Ron G, Doo-Wop, King Capri, a bunch of people, only DJ Clue, shout out to DJ Clue, definitely DJ Clue. Everybody had, DJs only had mixtapes. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, why don't we all do a mixtape? We on everybody mixtapes. Joel's on this mixtape, Jim on this mixtape, I'm on this mixtape, boom, 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 boom. So we formed the Diplomat mixtape. We was the first rappers, artists ever to have their own mixtape. Now it's, yo, get my mixtape, here's my mixtape, here's my mixtape. No artist had a mixtape before I did that shit. No artist in the world had their own mixtape. You was always on the DJ mixtape. And I was like, yo, man, yo, grab all the furs. Like, by this time we had some money. Yo, grab the furs out of the car. Yo, you put a fur on. Yo, you put a fur. Yo, you grab a fur. Luke had his own fur. Black had his own fur. Jim had a fur. Everybody. So when you see that Diplomat cover, that's what I said. Image is everything, because they like, all them niggas is getting it. Look like they're getting it. So basically, I'm taking the money that I'm getting from the club, making our own CDs, pressing them. It went crazy. It went crazy. So then I get Jewels signed. I get Jewels signed to Rockefeller. Dame said he couldn't do it. I went to Kevin Lyles downstairs in Devonshire. Kevin like, I love this kid. Let's sign him. Dame said, hell no, I'm taking him. So Jewels gets signed. Cool. So now I'm like, yo, I'm telling niggas, right? I'm like, yo, Jim can rap. Yo, literally. Because Jim, like I said, Jim, the story you tell me, like, he was the muscle, he was doing this, he was doing that. Jim would fight. I'm not saying he wouldn't have a fight, but he was not my muscle. He's my man. He's my nigga. That's my, I brought him on the road. It was me and him. He's my hype man. He said he's my manager. Chris Lighty, God bless the dead, was my manager. That's who managed me at the time. Chris Lighty was managing me. But Jim was my hype man. So now, mind you, I'm like, yo, Jim gonna rap, Jim gonna rap, Jim gonna rap. Everybody like, Cam, get the fuck out of here. Jim ain't rapping. By this time, in between this time, Jim is perfecting his craft because Mace taught him in about 97, 98. He's perfecting his craft and he got better. So I'm like, yo, now we could go. Nobody believed me. Nobody believed me. The way they did it on Flex the other day, they downplayed that shit. Flex was like, man, you bugging. Come on, Cam laughed at me. Dave laughed at me. Everybody was laughing. I'm like, no, he's going to rap. I'm telling you, he's going to rap. Trust me. Trust me, he's going to rap. Niggas like, whatever, Cam. So what happened is, Koch, nobody fuck with Koch. Jim wanted to keep up with us, which was dope. I'm like, the whole Koch shit was Jim's idea. It was dope. He goes to Koch, and because Diplomats, the movement is popping, even though me and Jewels is on Rockefeller, they like, yo, we'll give you a deal. So Jim went and did a deal at Koch. We like bet because we all moving at the same time. We all getting money at the same time. So that's what's up, bet. Cool, Jim go to Koch. Jim do the record Certified Gangster. The shit pop. Niggas start playing it, boom, boom. They like, yo, Cam, I don't believe you really motherfucking got this nigga rapping. I'm like, I told y'all niggas. I told you he's gonna rap. Now, my man got a smash. Yes. Yes. Boom. Cool. So now he moving. Let's get to this story because he was like, the paperwork wasn't right. Cam robbed us, this, that, dirt. I never had, first of all, me and Jim not the same lawyer, none. He finally got a lawyer. He never had a lawyer. Secondly, I never did no paperwork with Jim. Me and Jewels had paperwork. Jewels was signing me. Me and Jim never did a deal, ever. Pull it up. Tell him to pull the paperwork up, wherever. I've never made him sign paper because he's my man. I'm like, man, we did this shit together, fuck it. You know what? Let me eat off one album with you, the first album. I'm like, let me eat with you off the first album. And then after that, do your motherfucking thing. And that's what we did, off word of mouth. We didn't have never had no paperwork with Jim Jones in life. Never. Ever in life had paperwork. So when he said to me like, oh, Cam robbed us out of millions and I wasn't really the president and CEO and all that shit is lies, bro. It's lies. Word to my mother. I swear to God. We got the same accountant and everything. Sharon Benjamin should tell you, my nigga. I never had no paperwork with this dude because that's how much I fuck with the nigga. I'm like, I ain't got to do no fucking contract with Jim. Like, come on, my nigga. What I look like doing a contract with you? I never do no contract with the nigga. So, anyway, Jim gets the deal or whatever. So, it was cool. Everybody was moving. Jim was moving, I'm moving, whatever. So my album came out. It went platinum. It went platinum. And niggas like, yo, we fucking platinum out here. Yo, it was fucking dope. It was dope shit. So Jim come to my crib in Jersey. This is after we went platinum. And he's like, yo, Cam, yo, what if you think we do a fake beef? And I'm like, why? I'm like, this is, because he told Charlemagne asked him this question a few months ago on Charlemagne's show. Like, if you look at Jim interviews, they be different shit. Charlemagne say one thing, Flexi say another thing. His shits never match up. And that's not a diss. I'm just telling the truth. Not a diss. It's just go look at the Charlemagne interview, Breakfast Club, and then look at the Flex shit. It's totally two different stories. So it's whatever. So he like, yo, Cam, let's act like we got beef. And I'm like, why would we act like we got beef? I said, what we gonna do is confuse the fans and make them pick sides. That don't even make no sense. Why the fuck would we act like we got beef? That don't make no sense. He's like, yeah, you're right. Like, he was disappointed that I wasn't with the shit. That's why today, even to this day, it make me mad because this was his plan 15 years ago to act like we got a problem that we don't have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't think that's cool. I'm like, cool. So Jim is getting some paper too now. You know, his record is out. He's doing business with Koch. And, you know, Koch comes to me now. I don't know if I think it's the second album now. And they like, Cam, we about to put out this record called Reppin' Time. We think this the one. And I was in the streets. Jim had slipped balling out, niggas playing, and it was getting a good reaction in the streets. So I told Alan Grumlack, do not push no button on repping time, you know, because I was doing business at Koch too. Because Jim went to Koch and I said, yo, niggas want more artists? Because like I said, my man Luca Brasi, back to him real quick, he the one who bought me Hell Rel. I met Hell Rel through Luca Brasi. I met J.R. Ryder through Luca Brasi. I met Uncasa through Luca Brasi. So he like, Cam, nah, they just up there, take them, do what you want. I don't give a fuck. I threw Luca a bag and said, bet. So I'm working, that's how I met J.R. Ryder, Hell Rel, and Uncasa. So I was trying to get them deals over there. And then I was getting my cousin Duke the God a deal over there. So I was doing business at Koch also. So Alan was about to push the button on repping time. And I'm like, yo, Alan, trust me, balling's the record. I'm telling you, balling's the record, man. He like, Cam, I don't know, I like repping time. You know, Alan's like, I don't know, Cam. I like repping time. It's a little better than, I said, trust me, bro, do balling. So they tested it, balling, went out the sky. So I was like, bet this nigga got a hit. He got a smash hit. It was dope. You know, basically, you know, when I watched the interviews, like, oh, Cam, maybe like when I started shining with balling, I'm the one who pushed the button on balling. I was like, yo, I argue with this white man about pushing the button on this record. I'm like, you gotta do balling. So when he's saying that, I don't understand how you like, oh, Cam got mad, I was shouting. You're on my first album, bro. You're on my second album. You're on my third album. We did the Diplomat deal. I didn't even want to do a contract with you because you was my man. I just wanted niggas around me to eat. Even my cousin Duke the God, I'm like, yo, figure out some CD shit. Duke the God started selling CDs. I ain't get no money from them CDs. Or none of maybe his albums, he threw me a couple bags, but the CDs, when Karen Civil started robbing us with Duke the God, I ain't get no money from that. I ain't get $1 from none of the CDs Duke the God did. And I ain't care because I wanted niggas around me to make money. I always wanted to be like, you don't have to ask me for money. I want to ask you for money in case like, yo, I ain't got 5,000 on me. You got it? Yeah, I got it. That's the shit I wanted around me. So when he say, yo, I got mad when Baller coming out, I'm the one who been fighting for you to be a rapper when you didn't even know how to rap. I'm like, damn, man. Why would I hate on Ballin'? I don't understand that. I'm the one telling Funk Master Flex this nigga can rap. I'm the one having fucking arguments with Dame Dash saying this nigga gonna be a rapper. I'm the one motherfucker telling everybody Jim Jones is gonna be a rapper. Nobody believed me. So when Ballin' came out, the nigga had a smash. He had a smash. It was dope. So cool. Now I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is when shit started getting shaky. I always keep in the back of my mind, he was like, yo, let's start a beef. So I never, I didn't feed into it, but I kept it in the back of my mind. So I start seeing Bird Gang shirts. Now mind you, Jim started forming his own crew. You know, he was still fucking with us, but he started forming his own crew, Bird Gang. I started seeing these Bird Gang shirts. So I'm sitting there like, so I asked him, I said, yo, Jim, and there wasn't even been no problem. There wouldn't have been no problem at all. I said, Jim, you trying to do your own thing, Bird Gang, with your own label or whatever? He said, nah, Fleet, you know, we DIPSET Bird Gang. That's our nickname. You know, that's just a nickname, Bird Gang on that. So I was like, all right, cool, no problem. So what I did was, I'm just being totally honest, I copywrote the name Bird Gang. Because I'm like, if you're not trying to do nothing shiesty or trying to start a beef or separate yourself, it shouldn't matter if I got it. What's the big deal? I'll just hold it and put it to the side. Since you're not doing nothing, since you don't want to, you're not doing your own thing. If you was, he could have told me that. I wouldn't have no problem with that. I wouldn't have been hating. Look, if you want to branch over and do your own thing, that's not a problem. But you told me you wasn't. So I was like, I'll put it to the side. So now, cool, whatever. You know, he started, yo, bro, like I told you, that's why I told this whole story is because you talking about you can't do nothing with Jay-Z and Nas. None of this shit would have been possible. Nothing. Well, you know, my bottom line is, and I'm going to get back to the story. We all helped build a Diplomat brand, the building, let's say the Diplomat building, but I own the land.
Right.
You can't build a building if you don't own the land.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, see the guy, y'all niggas is some funny dudes, man. Y'all niggas throw these questions and you get these niggas to bite or whatever. You can't get me to bite, bro. That's why I did this shit myself. Who else did this shit on live, my nigga? I'm not for that. And you my man. We see the whole program. I'm a big fan of Breakfast Club. It's like Breakfast Club fuck with y'all so much. You had Ebro hating on me the other day on his show. Say, oh, Cam, never get no money. Yo, bro. That shit corny. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with our name seven. I just think that y'all have a better show in the morning time. Just in the morning time. I fuck with everybody. I fuck with everybody all in New York. I just think y'all have the best morning show. Period. So where I'm at?
Bird game. Back to the bird game.
Where I was
y'all
at?
back.
Where I was at though?
Back to the bird game.
Oh yeah. So you know, he started doing this bird gang shit and all this, and I'm like, you know, I'm thinking, why you branching off or whatever? So I copyright the name just in case. So no, I was in Ballin. Ballin came out and he was popping. You know, you get Stack Bundles, God bless the dead. Girl named Jaja from Miami. She was dope. She had some kid from Baltimore. Some kid from Baltimore that sounded like Jay-Z that was dope. And then he got Max B. Now Max B, and Jim's on right, he's the one who put Max B on. Max B is from my building. Him and Mike Bruno from my block. And Max B, you know, he wasn't Max B. His name was Charlie Rambo. And Charlie was ill, man. Charlie was one of these niggas that would piss in a bottle and bums would be sleeping. He'd pour the piss on them and laugh and shit like that. Like, he was a funny nigga. Charlie Rambo was a funny nigga. So he was always getting in trouble, though, in and out of jail, doing his thing. And, you know, that's just the environment we lived in. So he got out of jail. He come up to me. This is word for word. So I'm like, Charlie, what up? When you guys say, yo, Flea, I just came home. I said, y'all say you always just coming home.
Pause, baby. Okay, we're back.
He said, you always just coming home. So I said, he said, yo, Flea, you know how I rap now. Let's get this shit clicking like Dorothy's heels. I said, yo, I laughed like that because I couldn't take him seriously. Because this is my man. He from my building. I'm like, you rap now, Max? I mean, Charlie, he like, yeah, my name is Bigger Valley. I said, Bigger Valley? He said, I'm Biggie and Tupac mixed in one. But I'm laughing again because, like I said, I know this dude from my building. And, you know, I couldn't really take Max serious because I didn't see the potential because, you know, I'm not God. I don't always catch every artist and be like, oh, how you miss this nigga? I just didn't see it because I fuck with him. And I didn't hear him rap at that time. I never heard him rap. So I guess Jim, some type of way, got with Max. I don't know how Mike Bruno got with Jim and they got together. So Jim called me like, yo, I'm gonna fuck with Max B. And I was like, yo, go ahead, do your thing. I didn't know it would be this type of situation. I'm just being totally honest. I didn't know. So, you know, even when they start beefing niggas from my block, like, how the fuck you let that go down, Cam? And I'm like, yo, cut this shit. You ain't know Charlie was gonna be this good. Cut it out. You ain't know Charlie was gonna be this fucking good. Yeah, but no, but now it's fucked up. Him and Jim beefing now, man, fuck it, man. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know. I can't really get into Max B, Jim Jones beef. I don't really know how that shit started, but Max B always come to me on the block, like, Flea, man, get me out, let me come fuck with you. I said, man, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way tall. I didn't see it. I didn't know. And you and Jim did see your talent more than I did. So I can't just like motherfucking take you from Jim. It's his deal. And motherfucker, I didn't know you was gonna be this good. I wish I would have because we from the same building, but I just didn't know. And I'm being totally honest. So he's forming this bird gang shit, and I'm like, I thought we all supposed to be the Diplomats. Why is this little side bird gang shit? You know what I'm saying? This little bird gang shit on the side. I'm like, back in my brain, like, let's start a fake beef. So I'm like, all right, this nigga's branching off. I see him branching off. It's cool, ain't no problem. But this still my man. We ain't have no friction or nothing. So Ballin come out, like I said, we had no problem when Ballin came out. I may came to video late or whatever. I seen him say I never came to one of his shows. I'm sorry, I don't remember not coming to one of your shows. I just don't believe that. I'm not gonna sit here and say, maybe the way he described it, he said I never surprised him about it. Well, maybe I didn't surprise them, but I came to plenty of your shows. I came to your shows. I wasn't hating. I mean, why would I hate when I've been fighting for you to be a rapper for 10 years? So what happened was this, and I'm just being totally honest, man. This is when everything got fucked all the way up, B. I'm being honest, B. I'm telling you the truth. He could say I didn't come to the show. He could lie and say I robbed them of millions of dollars. I ain't robbed nobody because, let me explain something to you. This was the deal. Jewels was signed to me. And that's it. I had the Diplomat album and Jewels was signed to me. That's it. I had no paperwork with J.R. Ryder. I had no paperwork with Hal Relder, my niggas. Them niggas with the baby gram and did their own deal, and that was cool. They could use the bird, fuck it. It's all good. Jim, never had no paperwork with Jim, so how did I rob him? I was eating, I'm not gonna lie, off the Diplomat album. So what I was saying is we got the Diplomat brand. I seen niggas get $100 million checks, so Rockefeller, we shooting an old boy video. Kevin Lyles and Leo Cohen, these dudes came and presented Rockefeller, Dame Dash Biggs, and Jay-Z with a check for $125 million. I don't know how much Irvin, Murder Inc. got. They was getting some mad bread over there. Rough Riders had just caught a D. Shout out to D from Rough Riders. He caught a wild check over there. And I'm like, yo, when I seen them niggas cash out for $125 million, I'm like, we got to keep grinding. We got to. Because right then and there, I would say we was probably worth 15, 20 million at the time. Like, we ain't gonna go for no 15, 20 million. I just seen the nigga hand the nigga a check for $125 million. So, I don't know what he's saying. I robbed him of it. I didn't rob him of anything. He had these artists, and like I'm not throwing no shade. You have Max B. You got Stack Bundles. Them two alone. Put them out. You could have ate, you know what I'm saying? Jim kept using them for his albums instead of putting them out. And like I be telling people, I'm like, you know, Jim, if you think about it, just think about it. And like I said, I gotta always say no shade because everybody can shade. Jim never put no artists out. Jim has never put an artist out. I got all the artists. I got all the talent. I was in the street recruiting all these rappers. Jim ended up getting some rappers, and what he did was use them for his album instead of putting them out. Max B may not be in jail if you put his album out. Or Stack Bundles might have got out of Far Rock if we had an album out. Jim never put these people album out. You know what I'm saying? If this, you know, like I said, no shade, just think about it. Google it. Do the homework. What artists he put out. I'm not dissing. I'm not dissing at all. I'll sit here and wait for somebody. Tell me if they tell me who album he put out.
No.
Nobody.
Shit, crickets.
The real crickets getting in the back. Right? Because, yeah.
They asked for Ricky Nervation.
Okay, yeah. They said they want to talk about Zeke.
They asked him, you haven't mentioned him.
Oh yeah, no, they late. Whoever said I ain't mentioned Zeke is bugging.
No,
I
didn't.
He did.
don't know who told you Zeke ran the club in Ohio. I ain't mentioned Zeke. Fam, Zeke, okay, real quick, Zeke. Zeke is the one, Jim did bring Zeke around, this is true, but me and Zeke built a rapport, which was crazy, so when I went to Ohio and got a club, Zeke ran the whole club. It was my club, but he was the manager of the club. You know what I'm saying? Zeke is the nigga, we got rich. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I was in Ohio and Chicago running 2 clubs, and Zeke ran the clubs. He's the one who ran the clubs. That's my nigga. I love Zeke. That's my motherfucking brother. That nigga had your film when shit was fucked up. Zeke ran the motherfucking clubs for me, and we got rich. Zeke is ran the motherfucking clubs. Like I told nigga, like fucking Quick in Harlem Nights, and I was Sugar Ray. So whoever say I mentioned Zeke, I was just late because I love Zeke. That's my nigga, my nigga. Like I wouldn't have survived to make it to.
You want another soda?
No, I'm good. I wouldn't have been able to survive to make it to Diplomats if it wasn't for Zeke. Because, like I said, me, him, and Jewels was in Ohio, and Jewels wasn't even out there in the club. He was too young. He was not young enough to get in the club, but he was out there because I was like, yo, you got to rap. Because Jewels, let me tell you something about Jewels. Jewels was the most talented nigga in the world, but sometimes he needed that push. He needed that push. Like I seen the interview on Flex, Because, you know, Jim told a story how I had a house in Chicago, and you know, Joel, we would be dressed to go to the club, and we walk out to go to the club, and Joel's be there. I'd be like, yo, you did your 16? And he'd be stuttering, and then after 16, I'd be like, stay here, we'll bring you some bitches back. You ain't coming till you write them 16. And Flex was like, I seen Flex like, oh, Cam was enjoying bossing somebody around. He was happy to boss around. Why the fuck would I enjoy? No, I wasn't enjoying nobody bossing somebody around. It's like this, and I'll put it in a different perspective. If you got a basketball player and you a coach, you want to keep him after practice. You want to make him come early because you know his full potential. He may be better than all the other basketball players, but you want to be harder on him because you know his maximum potential, and that's just how I felt with Joel. So I'm like, this kid, he don't put 100% into it, but if he did, nobody would be able to touch this kid. So when we was in Chicago, when we was in Ohio, when we would go out, I wouldn't let him come. Or even my crib in Jersey, he'd stay with me. I'd be like, nah, you can't come out till you do these 16s. Because I want to hear them. Them shits was fire. I wanted more for me. Fuck the public. Give me more. Give me some 16s from my own motherfucking inspiration. That kid was fucking bananas. So when Flex was like, oh, Ken was enjoying bossing somebody around, nah, bro, it ain't like that, bro. Sometimes you see potential in somebody, and sometimes the people that you see potential in needs an extra push to reach their maximum potential. And that's what I was doing. I'm not enjoying bossing nobody around, bro. Not at all, man. No, not at all. That was my brother, and I knew that nigga was nice. So cool. Ballin' come out. And like I said, I just want to get to this part because Jim said, oh, I robbed him and did that. Like I said, I never had no paperwork with this man. That's how much I fuck with him. I never did a contract with him. Do you, man. Get the money. Get the artist. Okay, cool. You ain't bracing off. I see you building your own crew. No problem. Whatever. Me and Jim used to get a lot of women. We had a lot of women. We shared a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? That's just the era we grew up in. You fuck this bitch, I fuck that bitch. You know, we fuck around bitches, yo, boom, whatever, right? So, and this is just being honest. This is just, I'm telling you what happened. Because he'll say, I robbed him, he'll say whatever, he'll say, this is what I did. And I'm not going wrong, I was dead wrong for this. I was dead fucking wrong. And this is where the whole shit collapsed at. This is where everything went all the way downhill. I'm being totally honest. Jim met Chrissy. And when he met Chrissy, he'd been liking Chrissy his whole life. He loved Chrissy, you know what I'm saying? But he just started messing with her. So, back then, it wasn't, even though now it's cool, back then, or even back then it might have been cool, we was just kind of new to having millions of dollars in money or whatever. So, Jim just meet Chrissy and he started messing with her. And he's buying her bags and buying her shoes like the first 2-3 weeks he met her or whatever. So I was like, yo, you tricking, man? What is you doing? You tricking, you bugging. Or whatever. So this is my mistake, and I'm being totally honest. And then if I can do it over, I swear to God, I would do it all the way over because I see how their relationship grow, and I see they're still together. And I think that's real dope shit. I think that shit is hot. I didn't know it would grow to be that. But I'm thinking from a mindset, this my man. Last month we was fucking bitches. Now this nigga is buying what's the name? So I didn't know it would turn into this. So what I did was I made these t-shirts. And it said, Tricky Ricky, a.k.a. Jim Jones is a trick. And on the back of the shirt, we had mad niggas in jail. Snags was in jail. My man Chanel, from 115th, Young Handsome, he was in jail. We had a lot of niggas in jail at the time. And I was sending them money. So I made the shirt that said Jim Jones, Tricky Ricky. And he not looking out for none of our niggas in jail. And on the back of the shirt, I had all our niggas in jail and I had called them a trick. But I wasn't looking at it like that. I'm looking like that's how we played. I wasn't trying to disrespect them because I didn't know their relationship would grow to be what it was. But them shirts hurt. You know what I'm saying? I had niggas wearing a shirt in the studio because we was cool. Niggas wearing a shirt, everybody's wearing it. It was just a joke. I didn't know. He took that shit serious, B. He took it serious. And to this day, I'll be man enough, I apologize about doing that. I really do. I apologize about that. But it's not from the perspective of that's what we would. That's my man. We fucked some bitches together last week, 2 weeks ago, a month ago. I didn't know it was like that. It was gonna turn to this, and I'm happy how they released grow. After I did that shirt though, everything was downhill. And niggas start acting like it's the business. Start acting like Cam is robbing us. Yo, Cam ain't doing this, Cam ain't doing. That's when the shit fell out after I made them shirts. So even like with Jewels, me and Jewels had fell out. And I remember we fell out over something, and I wasn't speaking to him. So Jewels started hanging out with Jim. Jim called me, he said, yo, you and Jewels going through some shit? I said, yeah, we going through a little something right now, you know, whatever it was. He's like, I knew something was up because this little nigga keep calling my phone, wanting to hang out with me all the time all of a sudden. You know, this little nigga don't be hanging out with me. I knew something was up. It's all good. So me and Jewels was speaking over something, and him and Jim built a better rapport because Jewels was with me all the time. We was in all these different states together. But that's what Jim was like, when he's like, yo, this little nigga keep calling me, I don't know what the fuck is up. Jewels started hanging with him. And I'm like, cool. So after I did the shirts, me and Jewels didn't have the best relationship in the world. Then I did the shirt. Me and Jim's relationship wasn't really doing well. So them niggas started doing shit together, which was fine with me. It didn't matter to me either. That was cool. It was all good. And that's how the relationship between me and Jim Jones went bad. Nobody really knows this though. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I don't have no problem with that. Cool. In my brain, I'm like, let's just keep whatever the problems is covered up so we can get the $125 million that Rockefeller got. Rockefeller got the $125 million. Let's go get the $125 million that them niggas got. Let's get it. If we got problems, so what? Sweep them shits under the rug. Don't tell nobody. Whatever. Cool. So I'm downtown at the club one night. I'm by myself. I'm chilling at the club. You know, Jim is